So in this video, I want to talk about not just Frieren, however, I'm sure I'll mispronounce it because I get accused of either way, but also Mushoku Tensei, and talking about a multitude of different animes out there like those kind of series, and I kind of see them as similar in that they are world builders. That's what I like to call them, world builders. And I think that's a nice way to put it. It's a word that I would hope would catch on, but I'm definitely going to use it more often than the channel when I describe animes like these, where they are world builders, where you go through this long epic journey. But one of the problems is I think of the fact that there are some words that content creators are too scared to use, and not just content creators but anime fans as well, when they describe an anime. Because if someone sat there and said to me, what do you think of these types of series, and I would say they're slow, but automatically someone would assume that as an insult, because, oh, how dare you say this anime is slow, it's my favorite series and you can't call it slow. It's like, well, it is though. Both of these series are slow. That's not a bad thing. Not at all. There's fast-paced animes and there's slow-paced animes. Neither of them are bad. As long as they're done correctly, they can be great. But the problem is a lot of content creators are scared to use the word slow-paced. Why? Because automatically you get people in the comments going, how dare you insult my anime? It's not slow-paced. It's just building the world. World builder. See? It's a nice word. But that's the thing, though. You want to sit there and say, hey, this is a world builder type series. And then people go, well, why? And it's like, well, it's slower. It goes through the characters, the world, the history, the enrichment of when they go from a town to a city to the enemy territory, or into a castle or a stronghold or a school or whatever. There's all these little things that you learn about the characters and why they're there, what motivates them, what's driving them. It's kind of the same words, but you get the general gist. It's many layers, but some series like to go a bit faster and they like to skip over some of that stuff. They like to just get to the dot points, the bang bangs, and get to it, and that's fine. But I think one of the reasons why is these series do get a lot of flack is because it's not as easy to make content on in this modern day and age, because of the TikTok, the YouTube short mindset, and also reactionary channels. And again, not trying to insult all of them, but there are many reactionary channels out there that are all about fast-paced instant gratification responses. Those crazy faces in the thumbnails, the woo, wow, ooh, imagine seeing my face when I'm making those sounds. It's funnier than you think. But the point being is that a lot of these content creators can't make content on this because, well, it's too slow. You have to analyze it. You have to think about it. You have to actually sit there for, so many minutes and actually see things play out, because the context is important. Instead of seeing that big flash and that big punch in the gut and be like, oh my god, he did that crazy thing, whoa, and wave your arms around and throw some exaggerated facial expression. Again, it's not my cup of tea. If you like that kind of content, that's great. You do you. But I think the problem is that people expect every single anime to follow a sort of set of rules to make it easy for those high-packed action TikTok, instant adrenaline pumping kind of content. And it comes down to those short attention spans. People don't want long, slow builders because their brain is just going too fast. And so people say, oh, but the anime is too slow. No, the anime is not too slow. You're going too fast. You're expecting something all the time to be too fast. You need to sit back, and this is another word that gets used as an insult. Turn your brain off. Turn it off. Turn it down. You don't have to sit there and expect instant gratification. You can just sit there. It's like going into a forest. You just sit down, you breathe calmly, and you just take it slow. And when you do, you can watch these series where it is much more slower paced. But the problem is that this new generation of anime fans just want instant results. And that is why you get a lot of animes that are very high action and high paced, which is not a bad thing, but they then go into a slower pace and then they get jarred. It's a very different experience. And then very quickly they go online and they start screaming, oh, well, this is overhyped. This is mid. I don't think 99% of the anime community knows what the word mid means, because you use it completely out of context. They use it as an insult when it's actually not an insult. It's actually technically a compliment, because mid means mediocre. It means neither good nor bad. It just means it's okay. Mid is used as an insult when it shouldn't be. Just want to be very clear. That's my personal rant. But you get my point. Like, these people go into these series and they're just jarred back, but then they also go to these other websites where all these ratings are, and they see the anime's rated high, and they go, how dare this anime be rated high? And this is another problem. People want other people to kind of reassure them that their opinion is valid. And it all comes down to this social media addiction and a dopamine kick. It all just kind of feeds into each other. The instant gratification, the fast-paced action and reward structure. But then also going onto social media platforms and websites expecting rankings to be exactly how they want it, and when it's not the way they want it, they see that as like, oh, how dare my anime not be number one? My favorite anime is not ranked number one. That means my anime isn't good anymore, and what am I meant to do? What am I meant to do? Not everyone agrees with me, and if you don't agree with me, then maybe my opinion isn't right, and I can't have that, so I'm gonna have to yell at you and tell you that you're wrong and you're all these horrible things because you have to agree with me. And now you're freaking out thinking that I've lost my marbles, and there's my great performance. That's the problem with the anime community. Everyone apparently has to have the same goddamn opinion. No, you don't. You don't have to have the same opinion. You don't have to like every single anime out there. Not everything is tailored to your experience. Media is always been like that. Music, art or drawings, games, anime, live action. Not everything is going to be tailored to your experience. And if you're not into a slow-paced anime, don't watch it. Don't force yourself to watch it. Don't watch it on 2 times speed and then get upset that you didn't understand the plot of the story and wonder why people criticize you. Some might get that little fun reference. But at the end of the day, find what suits you. Find a content creator that can explain animes to you, that allows you to understand what the series is about. Because I do think that is another issue. Animes being explained by some content creators, they're too busy giving a synopsis, but they're also too scared to give you a proper synopsis because they've got to tippy-toe around certain words. Like I said, slow-paced, fast-paced, those kinds of things. And maybe we need to come up with some more creative words like world builders. But I feel like world builder can be used in many different contexts as well. And so it doesn't necessarily have to be slow paced to be a world builder. And that's the problem. There's many different ways to explain things. But for me, I absolutely love Frieren and Mushoku Tensei. Super excited for probably season 2 of it, because I expected to get another season. Probably not straight away, but I definitely expected to get a season 2 at some point, because it's just one of those where it's just so chill, so relaxed, and you can just watch it every week, or you can binge watch it. It's just fun. And there are many other series out there like that, and I think that's good. I think we need a balance of fast and slow pace. But if you don't like that anime, that's fine. There's many other animes out there that will go to your general tastes. So I'd love to know your thoughts in the comment section down below. What do you think of the series? What do you think of other animes that are slow-paced? Recommend slow-paced animes. Recommend fast-paced animes. I don't mind, but at the end of the day, keep it civil, keep it chill. And again, if you like this video, hit the like, subscribe, and I'll see you, beautiful nerds, in the next video.